Congratulations, Coach Martin, on this huge honor. Just a quick memory from when my time at UConn with you was one day as a sophomore, I was in squatting, and you didn't have how many reps I needed to do, so I asked you, and you looked at me like I was an idiot, like most times, and said, how many reps is it going to take to beat Rutgers? And I had no idea. So he said, keep lifting until I can't lift anymore. And that little bitty lesson he taught me about life, it's about the journey and the work and the sacrifice day in, day out, has paid off immensely, not only as an athlete and as a man, but also as a teacher now.
Jerry Martin and I go back a long way. We go teammates at Syracuse University back in the late 70s. And then I had the opportunity to go to UConn as the head coach. Jerry was there as the strength and conditioning coordinator for all sports. But I knew how Jerry was and just how dedicated and how passionate he was for football. I ended up bringing him to the football side, and then the rest is kind of history. The success that we had at the University of Connecticut, going from a 1AA program to a BCS program and all the way to the Fiesta Bowl, was really due in part to Jerry Martin and the work that he did with our student athletes with strength and conditioning.
Coach Martin, this is Mike Nitka from Muskego High School in Wisconsin. Talk with you soon. Stay strong, my friend.
Brilliant, ladies. Brilliant. Brilliant.
You know, when I take the time to think about what a Lifetime Achievement Award means, it must mean you must have impacted a lot of people in your life. And I know for sure that I'm one of those people.
No one that I've come across in my life or my career more deserving of this award than yourself. During my time at UConn, it was easy to work for you. As difficult and as hard as those workouts were that you put us through, they were easy to do because we knew that you were going through them with us. Whether you had done it literally at some point beforehand or you were going to do them with us, we knew that you were so committed to what we were doing, it was easy to do with you.
Coach Martin, your hard work and dedication, not only in the weight room, but as I was able to experience in the classroom as well, definitely did not go unnoticed. You pushed us to be great teammates, but also great men and great leaders in the community. I thank you for all that you have done and continue to do for me and the lessons that you've instilled in me over time.
I mean, when we all got to UConn 2001, we all had a plan and a vision on being something successful, and you were in that process with us, and you made a difference. You made us mentally stronger. You obviously made us stronger. And every time I think back about school, I always think about Coach Martin.
You built that strength program up at the University of Connecticut into one of the best in the country and helped develop some of the world's best athletes.
There's rarely a day that goes by in my career where I don't draw on a lesson that you've taught me. A specific example of that is when this opportunity came available at Central Washington University, one of the first things I thought of was the pictures you showed me of the weight room when you started the program at Connecticut, and that was a chance for me to do the same thing and follow in your footsteps and to start a program in my home state.
You have always led as an innovator with incredible ideas, using velocity-based training when nobody called it that or nobody really knew what that was, using digital programming, and in your facility designs. You always shared your ideas, your knowledge, and your wisdom, mentoring countless young strength coaches who are continuing on your legacy today.
One thing that comes to mind when I think about Coach Martin is his no-nonsense attitude and his work ethic. When we're in the gym, he didn't want to play games, he didn't want to listen to music, he didn't want to small talk. He wanted to get the work done. That's something I always respected about him and admired.
And essentially gave me my first opportunity, and I wouldn't be the coach that I am now. I wouldn't even be in the position that I am now without his help, his guidance, and more importantly, his time that he invested in me.
You were the one in all those tough days giving us those mental messages to keep pushing through and preparing us for the tough moments that we were going to have in the games. But little did I know that you were preparing us for those tough moments that we're going to have in life.
I remember my freshman year summer workouts. We're running sprints with coach, as we always did. Guy pulls a hamstring. Looks like it hurt. He's grimacing in pain, hobbling across the line. Next thing you know, he gets down in a stance again, and he's still running with us. It was from that point on that I knew A, this guy's absolutely nuts, and B, never to be a quitter. Thanks, Coach.
But your ingenuity, your innovation, your tireless efforts are really second to none and something we could all certainly emulate. Most of all, Jerry, what I appreciate is you've done it over the years with authenticity, with class, with dignity, and with honor, and above all else, with the utmost character.
I said, Coach, how many reps do we have to do? And you looked at me with a straight face and you said, do it until you see Jesus.
So without a doubt, you have a legacy right now, and you have former athletes that are scattered all across the nation who are doing some amazing things as successful professionals. And a lot of that can be credited to what they learned with you.
And when I think about the situation that you're in now, I just want you to fight and fight and fight until you see Jesus.
Many years ago, 20 years ago, you brought us all together on top of a mountain in San Diego. And we put our arms around everybody's shoulder. And you said, what's important now? Do you remember that?
Yep.
Win. What's important now? You know what's important now, Jer? What's important now is you realize how much support all these people are for you. You and Diane. What's important now? If you need any energy, any help, if you need any support at all, look around in everybody's eyes. You got a family bigger than you'll ever know. We all love you, big fella. To me, you're my hero. You're the coach, the best coach that I've ever been around. You inspired me so much. So I'm glad that all these people could come. I am so sorry that I couldn't be there. I wish I was. So what's important now, Jer, is put your arms around everybody and feel the love that's coming out for you. We all love you, big fella.
USA!